Okay, now you guys can hear me, hopefully. There's the setup, basic swim bait setup. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm kind of going to talk about swim baits on this video while fishing, because everyone wants to know how to catch the biggest fish in the lake. Swim baits is really one of the bigger ways to do it. It's an easy bait. It's an easy swim bait to work, easy swim bait to fish. You don't have to drop a ton of money on it. It's Bro 6-inch and Sexy Lavender Shad. There's the bait. It's 6 inches. It's big. You can throw it on a flipping stick, but if you want to get big into swim baits, you're going to want to get a dedicated swim bait rod and reel. It's that big. I replaced the hooks with owners. It's 20 bucks at Tackle Warehouse. Seems like a bunch for a lot of you guys. I know it is. It was a bunch for me when I first started, but it's so worth it. You can catch some really quality fish and have a blast fishing this thing. It casts a mile. Accurate cast, do not wild cast. You really can pinpoint this bait. It doesn't really helicopter it all that much. It's not one of those baits that's just going to fly around during the cast. It really does track through in the cast. It doesn't tumble, which is good to get you more cast distance. Swims beautifully. I suggest a floater if you're fishing in smaller lakes like this. I mean, I guess if you're fishing in a big lake, you'd go with the slow sink, but casting, I don't know. I'm sticking with the floater. It's up to you, but the floater, again, it's $20 bait. The floater, if it pops off during the cast, you can go out there and get it because it will float, not sink, and a whole host of other things. So you can retrieve it if it happens to break off your arm. It's a great wake bait. Throws a really wide wake. It has a lot of drawing power as well. A lot of fish will come and follow it. You'll see a lot of fish following it. And the thing to do when you see those fish following is you just give it 2 sharp rod tips. It totally turns the bait around and turns it around one more time. That cannot resist hitting that thing. I'll show you in just a second what it looks like. Hooks barely foul, if any. Hooks foul right now, so it's messing with it in the water, but 3-segmented bait, has a soft plastic tail and these nice, it's more like a rubber on the fins, more like a rubber, and strong bait. I've thrown it against trees, hasn't chipped at all. Got a little bit of scratches from the hooks and catching a bunch of monster fish on it, but that's to be expected. Again, very nice bait. I really do like it. For you guys who aren't a fan of spending a bunch of money on a bait, you're going to like this one because it's a great value, and it lasts a while too. Again, great wake bait, great slow roll bait, just barely crawl that reel. Something big just happened to land as log on. Again, look at my reel right now. That's what I'm talking about when I say slow roll. That is a legit slow roll. That thing is barely crawling across the top. That's how you're going to catch the giants. It's just that barely slow roll, early in the morning or late in the evening. If you're just going for numbers or just want to have some fun, just put that rod tip down, crank it. Again, those 2 jerks, you'll catch a lot of fish that way. It's burning. It's got a loud, it clacks. What happens is when you're fishing it, the joints clack together. That's the noise in the bait. No rattles. The joints clack together. You can hear that? It's an S swimmer, so it swims like this. This is the profile that you're looking at. It doesn't just go like that. The head rolls very nicely. Again, money wake bait. That's all I use it for. I don't dead stick. It's too boring for me, but I'm slow rolling, I'm wake baiting it, and I'm burning it. And a combination of those 3 tactics will get you some monster fish. So be prepared. For my swim bait combo, it's a little bit pricey, but again, if you really wanted to get into some swim baits, you guys are going to need a dedicated swim bait combo. It's the Okuma Guide Select rod. I think there's a fish behind that bait. 7-Eleven, extra heavy. 8-foot extra heavy rod seems so scary to a lot of anglers. They make a heavy and not an extra heavy. To be honest, if you're just getting into swim baits, I go with the heavy. I went with the extra heavy because I already have a heavy. What's the point of buying another rod for the same purpose? And the Shimano Cardiff, it's a round reel, but it holds a bunch of line. You can cast this thing 1.5 miles, still have half your spool left. It's awesome. Gear ratio is low. That's what you want on swim baits. I don't know what the gear ratio is. Or I know it, but it doesn't say it. It's 5.21 is the gear ratio for this reel. That's really low, because that's what you want for swim baits. You want that super slow crawl and have that bait barely move. But when you're burning it in, that's a perfect retrieve for swim baits when you're burning it in. Just a great swim bait reel. I have 20-pound copolymer line on it. You can go braid if you want. I don't like it. First off, to spool this reel up with braid, it'd probably take a full spool. So that's a pretty expensive spool right there. And also, because I like mono, because I fish Huddlestons on this, so you can see the line. I'm not only fishing how far. Now to get into swim bait selection, there's a couple baits you're going to want. One is a 6-inch Huddleston Deluxe. You can get these at Tackle Warehouse for like $16, worth every penny. It's a money bait. All fish will hit. I've caught half pounders on it. I've caught my personal best fish, which was almost 10 pounds on it. It's a money bait. You can chunk it 1 mile on this rod. And they make a lot of colors too. They make just a lot of colors. I think that's their most popular bait is the 6-inch weedless Hud. Maybe I think it might be the 8-inch actually. I don't really know. Also, if you're going big, you can get the 8-inch Hud, although it's not weedless, so be careful. But for the lakes I'm fishing in, I need a weedless bait, so I'm going with the 6-inch weedless. Also, cool baits to get: Black Dog Shellcracker G2, $20. The perfect bluegill swim bait. Matt Woods Hardgill, a little bit more pricey, it's in the $50 range. But another sweet swim bait if you're really looking to get some good quality fish and also numbers. A couple other baits to look at: 316, of course. If you're just getting into swim baits, I wouldn't recommend their hard baits because they range upwards of $100. So I don't have any of their hard baits, but soft baits are great. The Mighty Minnows are a real nice bait. They make a bunch of cool baits. Soft gill. There's a bunch of cool baits on their website. And they're not that expensive either. Other cool swim baits. Let's see. Black Dog Lunker Punker. That's another sick one. Not really a swim bait, more just a big bait. It's they have it in a 5. I think they have it in a 5, 6, and 8-inch. I got the 6-inch injected because it's a lot of money for their wood ones. I suggest the injection, unless you want to spend all that money on the wood. It's awesome. It's like a Czar spook, but jacked up. It's got a nice shad profile. Got a lot of cool colors. Bucktail on the end, 3 trebles, and it walks really wide. It's super loud. It's just that next level up from a Czar spook. It's a rockin' bait, I'll tell you that. You can chunk it 1 mile too. That's pretty much it about swim baits, guys. Just the basics. I'll get into more later in later videos. But if you got any questions, just let me know in the comments. I know I don't stay tuned to a lot of my videos answering all the comments because I'm really busy right now with Big Boy Baits, but I will stay tuned to this one and I'll try to answer every question that I can. Of course, I'm not an expert on swim baiting either, but I just want to help you guys out because I know a lot of you want to catch giant fish like the ones that you've been seeing on the channel, and a lot of them are on swim baits because they work so well. Fish eat other fish. It's a fact of life. Fish a swim bait, you get the monster. A lot of the times, also, if you're fishing small ponds, the fish that you're targeting are net. I bet. Ooh, there's something big on my bait. Hang on. He hit it so much. He hit it on the water and he fouled the hook. Sorry, guys. Look at that. He wrecked it. I think he just tail slapped it. But a lot of the fish that you're fishing have never seen a swim bait in their life, or a real true big bait like a Huddleston or a Spro or a big Lunker Punker. They just eat it out of curiosity. So guys, check them out. Tackle Warehouse is a very good selection. You can buy both of these items there at Tackle Warehouse in the swim bait trick. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and we keep on fishing these big baits and give you as much great footage as I can. Appreciate you watching this. Please comment with any questions. Thanks.